Okay. Now let us start with Kite. Kite is a flagship trading platform. Kite.0.com is the URL you need to enter in order to come to Kite, land upon Kite, right? So firstly, here you see the Kite user manual link over here on the login page. You can always refer to it if you have any doubts pertaining to Kite. Right. So once you open an account with Zerodha, you'll receive two emails. One is a welcome email where you get the password to the back office, and the other is a email where you get the password to your trading platform. Right. So over here, as you see, you receive two emails. The welcome email, the subject line would read "Welcome, your name," and then your account has been opened with Zerodha. The email will look something like this. Over here, you can see your login ID and your password. Right. So as you can see, the password is a system generated string which you'll have to reset on your first login. Similarly, you'll also receive another email which is subject line reading Zerodha user successfully added. Once opened, the email will look something like this. As you can see, the user ID or the login ID remains the same as that for the back office, but there will be a different password. Now you'll have to change this password as well on your first login because again, it is a system generated password. Change it to something you can remember. Manojit, I will be coming to cover and bracket orders in the course of this video. Right now I am actually beginning from the very start, right? So please stay online and I will address your queries. Okay, now moving on to Kite. So as I said, on your first login you have to reset your password, but since my account has been around for a while, I will not have to do this. I just enter my user ID, which is RO0057, and I enter my password. Right, hit enter, and then it takes me to the two-factor authentication screen, or the security question screen. So after your first login, you'll again, next time you log in, you'll again be asked a list of questions, out of which you'll have to answer any 5, right, and save these answers. So out of these 5 answers, 2 will be asked to you randomly, as in 2 questions will be asked to you randomly every time you're trying to log in, and you'll have to answer these questions correctly in order to be logged into the platform. I've answered the 2-factor questions over here and I'm logging in now. Compiling input, ZPIN is essentially your call and trade identification number. It's a phone identification number with Zerodha. So suppose you want to call us and place a trade, you'll have to have your ZPIN handy and you'll have to enter it and confirm it in order to place a trade via phone. Right? It's just a way for us to identify that it is you. Right. So once you log in, this is the screen you will see. This is the Kite dashboard. So here you'll see your equity account balance, margin available for trading, the opening balance, any margin used for any positions you currently have open, or any orders you placed, right? Commodities over here again, separate account. So you'll see the separate margin available, account value or opening balance, and margin used. You'll also see the current status of your portfolio. So in my portfolio, I have 11 holdings. That means I hold stocks of 11 companies. I have no open positions as of now, and I have no pending order. Right? Holdings over here, you can see holdings total investment. So I've invested 2,96,657 rupees 97 paise in these 11 companies altogether. The current value is 3,40,399 rupees 90 paise. Right? So that is a profit of 45,741 rupees 93 paise, which is a 15.4% profit, as you can see over here quite clearly, right? So over here you will also get a breakdown or a graphical representation of your holdings. You can hover on each of these tiles and see which script it represents, right? It will also show you what is the current value. You can also check the investment value by clicking on this radio button here. And as you can see, this is the invested value. So you've actually put in so much money, but over here, this is what the stock is worth right now. You can also check your PNL, click on PNL here. So it'll show you a profit or loss per script over here and take it down graphically for you. The bigger the green box, the more the profit, the bigger the red box, the more the loss, right? Quite straightforward there. Positions over here, you will get, if you have any open positions, you'll be able to see them here represented graphically as a horizontal bar graph. Right, so that is the dashboard for you. Now moving on to the market watch. This on the left hand side over here you see is the Kite market watch, where you can view the live market trades. right? So we have 5 market watches available, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each market watch has a capacity of holding up to 20 scripts, which means you can monitor 100 scripts parallelly at any given point of time, right? The market watch is quite straightforward. You just hover on the script, you get all of the action buttons available for that particular script, right? So now let me empty this market watch so I can show you how to add. I mean, I can add right now also, but let us start from the basics, right? So all you need to do is hover on the script. Over here, the last button here is delete. Click on delete, and the script is deleted, right? Quite simple there. Manoj, no, the currency account is not different. It is the same. Mohammed, you cannot convert BO orders to CNC because BO is exclusively MIS product, right? Which means it is exclusively for intraday trades, right? Also, so right now I am actually going on. I'm actually teaching about the market watch. Please, whatever queries you have at the end, I will give you some time to ask your questions, and I will answer them more there, right? Govind, MIS to CNC conversion is possible. I will show you in due course, right? Right now we are at the market watch. Okay. So this is the market watch now. This is the empty market watch. As you can see, let us say I want to add the Nifty index, right? Quite straightforward. I type NIFTY Nifty. So all the Nifty scripts show up. Then all of these scripts with the name Nifty show up. Now I type space and say index, right? So only indices will show up. That's the filter that I use to see only indices. But here I can just add. Right, so this search bar here is a universal search bar. It searches across exchanges and across segments, right? So you don't need to actually select anything. You just need to enter, type in a filter to get more filtered or more concise results, right? Okay. Now, as I said, Nifty 50, Nifty I've added over here. So let me show you what all the action buttons are available. Now, since it's an index, you'll not see any trade button since you cannot trade the index directly, right? You can check the market depth. Now, since it's an index, again, it's not traded, so there's no market depth as such. But if you click on the market depth, you'll get the OHLC values or the open, high, low, close values for Nifty. This is the previous close, today's open, today's high, today's low, right? Similarly, we also have this interesting thing called a stock widget, which is powered by Smallcase, www.smallcase.com, where you get a brief idea of what essentially this is, what the script is all about. Right? This is only available for NSE right now. BSE, in due course, Smallcase may provide. You also see 1 month return to 1 year return. Now, Nifty itself wouldn't provide any return, but I mean, if you had invested a certain amount in this, if it were a stock and you had invested, this would be the returns that would provide you. You also see PE, PB ratios, dividend yield, and all of that. Right? Okay. Now let me add a few cash scripts. Let's say JP Associates, JPA. Right? JP Associates directly shows up. Now I can add this JP Associates. You see here, this is the NSE one, right? I can trade over here directly from the search itself, by the way. But let's say I want to add this, I click on add to market watch, and there you go. This is added to the market watch. Now the market depth and the stock widget remain same. We have a charting icon, charting button over here for both scripts. It's available. Charting I'll be covering later on, so I will not open a chart right now. Right? You also have buy sell buttons over here, which you can use to invoke order windows, like so, and place trades. Right? Buy, sell. Quite simple, right? B is buy, S is sell. You open the order window. The blue order window is for buying and the orange one is for selling. Now, let us say I want to add JP Associates itself, but I want to add it for BSE. So the BSE ticker is what I want to look at. So over here you see the BSE script. I can add it from here, or if I want to, I can say space BSE. So this will only show me the BSE script, right? This is an exchange filter that I've used. Add to market watch, and this is added to my market watch. Over here you see for BSE, you also see that it's a separate BSE tag over here that you can look at to make sure that is the BSE script itself. Right, over here you can look at the market depth again, so you'll find a few extra fields. You'll find bids and offers. So top 5 bids and offers and total bids and offers for this particular script is shown over here. Right. Now coming to adding derivative contracts. So let us add the Nifty future. All I need to do is type Nifty NIFTY space future FUT. right? It filters. This is contract type filter, you may call it. So here you see all these are future contracts. Let us say I want to add the Nifty February future. Click on add to market watch and there it is. Right. Again, I can look at the market depth here and see that best bids and offers are shown. Additionally, you'll also see the expiry and the volume traded for this contract. Right. Let us add a derivative contract as well. Right. So Nifty, option derivative contract. So let's say Nifty, name of the underlying and the strike price. It gives me all of the contracts for that strike price. Now I can again press space and filter by call or put option. So if I say CE, it is call options, or if I say PE, it is put options, right? So I can add them over here. So CE again, add to market watch. There you go. I've added it to the market watch. Quite straightforward, right? Okay, now moving on to order placement. Let us place a few orders so we get a hang of how you can place orders via Kite. Now, I won't be actually going into details of what each and every field on the order window means, because that would actually take up a lot of time, because they are extensive topics as such. We have a blog post called zerodha.com zconnect, right, which you can check out. All you need to do is Google for zconnect, z-connect, and you'll be able to find zconnect, and with once inside the site you can search for any topic you want to. Most of the topics are covered there. You can also check out the Kite user manual, the link I've shown you on the login page. You can also access it from over here, right? The user manual link is there. Click on it, so it'll open the user manual in a new tab for you. Right. Mohammed, what is Nifty futures? I recommend you need to check Zerodha Varsity, right? Varsity is essentially our educational initiative where we try to educate you on the markets as much as possible. We have separate modules for different aspects of the market. You can check out the module on futures trading to see what exactly a future contract is. Right? Right. Now, as I was saying, let's go to order placement. Now, JP Associates, let's say I want to buy this NSE script. I click on B, buy, CNC or MIS, margin intraday square off, or cash and carry, right? These are the product types which I use. So CNC, I don't get any leverage and I will be able to hold this for as long as I want to. MIS, I will get some leverage, but I will be only able to hold this until 320. After 320, if you don't square off your position, we will square it off for you on our end. Right? Over here, you have different order types. Market orders execute at the current market price. Limit orders execute at limit price or at a best price. SL and SLM orders are trigger orders or stop loss orders. Right? Kaushal, yes, you can place AMO orders for options as well. Right? So these are the different order types available. You can also go to more options and see that we have a few advanced options available here, right? Regular orders these are normal orders that I was placing. BO is a bracket order. This is an exclusively intraday product, right? It allows you to enter at a limit price while setting a stop loss and a target at the same time. You can also have a trailing stop loss set if you wish to set it, right? Cover orders allow you to enter at the market price and you can enter a trigger price for a stop loss, right? Now we are coming up with limit cover orders as well. We are working with our Thomson Reuters, which is our OMS provider, to provide this feature soon, right? So it should be available soon. AMO or aftermarket orders are orders you place beyond market hours that get executed on the next trading session. So let us say I want to buy Reliance at 1,000 rupees. I can place a limit order for Reliance at 1,000 rupees over here. Or for JP Associates, if I want to buy it at 10 rupees, the markets have already closed. I place a limit order for 10 rupees an EMO and I leave it at that. Next day morning at 9:15, all the orders are sent to the exchange and they execute as possible, right? As best possible. I mean, if the order credential, if all of the order parameters meet the exchange, it will be. Trailing stop loss allows your stop loss to follow your position. So let us say I enter JP Associates at 10 rupees. Okay, right? Let us say I enter JP Associates at 10 rupees. I say that my stop loss is 8 rupees. So 8 rupees if my stop loss is, that means it's 2 rupees less than 10 rupees. So I say 2 rupees over here, right? And target, let's say my target is 15 rupees. So I say 5 over here, which is 10 plus, 10 plus 5 is 15, right? Target is 15. So 5. You can also hover on these names over here. So you'll see exactly how to place, right? So now let us say if I have a trailing stop loss of 1, what would happen is I would enter at 10 rupees, of course, since that's the price I have mentioned. Now, once I've entered the position at 10 rupees, every movement towards 15 rupees. So from 10 rupees, if it goes to 11 rupees, then the stop loss would go from 8 rupees to 9 rupees, right? Because that is essentially still 2 rupees stop loss, but for 11 rupees. Similarly, at 14 rupees, my stop loss would be at 12 rupees, which is 2 rupees above my current buying price, in fact. So even if the market were to take a turn, I would still be safeguarded over there due to this higher stop loss over here, right? Charts, yes, I will cover charts soon. Manojit, can you modify your stop loss in bracket and cover orders? Yes, you can modify your stop loss in bracket and cover orders. How it works is once you place your entry order, that's the only order seen on your order book, right? Once the entry order is executed, separate stop loss and target orders are placed for bracket orders, or only the stop loss order is placed in case of a cover order. Now, this is a pending order on your order book, you can edit it. The only thing that I can think of is if you're using a bracket order for a large quantity and it executes in multiple trades, what would happen is multiple stop losses and multiple target orders would be placed, right? Since that happens, you'll have to modify all of the stop loss orders or all of the target orders if you wish to do so. Right? Okay, now actually let me place this order. At market price, I want to buy the share. Click on buy, right? It is bought. Now to see the orders that I've already placed during the day, I go to the order book here. So there you go. It was bought at 12 rupees 5 paise. Product type was MIS. Status is complete, which means it was executed. It's in the executed order section, which is on the lower side of the screen. On the upper side of the screen, it's open orders, and there are no open orders right now. Trades, I see that there is one trade that has happened in order to complete this particular order, right? So if I were to want to buy this only if it reaches 11 rupees, I say buy limit order 11 rupees and buy, right? Okay, this order was rejected. You can also click on the status to see why it was rejected. So as you see, it was outside of the circuit limit for the day for JP Associates. So let me place another order. I click on buy. 12 rupees 5 paise it's currently trading at. Let's say 11 rupees 50 paise I want to buy it at. Click on buy. Again rejected. Let's see what the ratio is. Okay, it is still outside of the circuit limit. Okay, so it is actually trading very near to the lower circuit, so there is this issue, right? Let's say at 12 rupees itself I want to buy. So as you can see, there's an open order. Now I can edit this order and make it a market SL or SLM order as well. Now the only thing I cannot change will be the product type. In order to change the product type, what I need to do is I need to cancel this order and place it using the different product type that I want to use, right? Now that I have the share, I have this at 12 rupees 5 paise, right? Let us say I want to place a stop loss at 11 rupees 50 paise. I can do this. I click on sell. Is an SLM order. The trigger price of 11.50 on sell. As you can see, this order is pending over here. So since this order is pending, once it hits 11 rupees 50 paise, this order is sent to the exchange and it gets executed and would work as your stop loss. Forward, right? Okay, so this is the order book for you. Now moving on to the holdings. So these are all of my current holdings. As you can see, I have 83 units of liquid bees, 110 shares of Coffee Day, 578 shares of Gulfer, Apollo Tires 159 shares, ICICI Bank 1, so on and so forth. I have all of these shares over here. right? I can also exit my holdings. It's quite simple. So let's say this Gulfer I want to exit. I click on exit. Let's make it a limit order. It's currently trading at 82 rupees 20 paise. I want to sell it at 87 rupees. On sell, the order is placed. Now let me go to the order book and see what actually happened to this order. So here you go. The order is placed. It's an open order. It's waiting for the share price to reach 87 rupees to execute. This is my entire holdings. I don't really want to sell this, so I shall cancel the order. Right? Akash, how to place a stop loss in buy or sell side in delivery order? So if you want to place a stop loss for your holdings, you'll have to place a fresh order every day morning, or you can only place it AMO every day and keep doing that every day, right? Because there's no way to have a order open for more than one trading session. But that is because the exchange does not store any orders on its end. It flushes out all the pending orders from the system at the end of the day. That said, there is something called a VTC or GTC order, which we will be providing soon. It is on our list of things to do, and we are following up with our OMS providers in order to get this done, right? Positions. I click on positions. There you go. So you see that I have this one MIS position for JP Associates. I also see the PNL for it. You can exit it over here. Click on exit. Click on sell. Order place. Exit. I have exit the position. So you can see over here that the quantity has become 0. Right? Let us actually buy the share once more in order to show you how. So I bought it again. So my positions is loading again. So you see here again one quantity is bought back. Right? Average price is 12 rupees 2 paise. LTP is 12 rupees. PNL is a 10 rupee 10 paisa loss. This is an MIS position right now. I can convert it to CNC. Click on more info over here. Click on convert from MIS to CNC and I convert. Right? So this is converted. It becomes a CNC position. Right? So this MIS position that I originally had is a separate position that you can see here, which made me a loss of 8 paise in the end. I can also convert it back. Convert. So for one particular script with one with one product type, you can have only one open position, right? So positions keep getting netted off if it is the same product type. Moving on to funds. This is your funds window here. So here you see the margin used for my current positions and orders. This is the margin available I have for trading. This is the total account value, which is essentially my opening balance for the day. If I were to make in any fund transfers today, it would show up under the pain section over here. Right, this is a realized profit. I've made an 8 paisa loss, which you are seeing over here under realized profit. Right, so all of the other columns or all of the other fields are quite self-explanatory. Look at the names and you'll understand what they are. Right, click on add funds over here and it will open up a where you can transfer funds to your Zerodha trading account. Right, this is quite simple. The payment gateway opens up. Select the bank account you have mapped with us. Only the map bank account will show up. Select it, segment, equity or commodity. Please make sure you select the correct segment. Key in the amount you want to transfer and click on submit. What happens now is you'll get a merchant reference number, click on OK or close. It will take you to your internet banking login page. So for HDFC Bank, it will take me to the HDFC internet banking login page. Right, so you can see here net banking hdfcbank.com. Right, over here I enter the customer ID and the password, click on continue, go and confirm the transaction. Once I confirm it, immediately the funds will show up over here and in the paying section you'll see that 10,000 rupees that I actually was intending to transfer. Joy, when there are no positions, your open positions will be empty. But for the day's positions, you will be seeing the positions over here. The reason is even after you exit it, you'll be able to see what actually would have happened with your position, right? You'll be able to monitor that as well. So you see that over here. So when I exit this, click on sell. So the quantity is 0, which means this position currently isn't open. We've also graded it out to make it more apparent that the position isn't open. Kaushal, yes, you can link multiple bank accounts to your trading account. So for the primary bank, you'll be linking it along with account opening forms. What you can do is you can send us the secondary bank account cancel check as well, or you can email it to us on support@zerodha.com and we'll map it to you. Right? Quite simple. Now moving on to margin. So once you start trading, I've also said a lot of I've also used the word MIS a lot, or margin intraday square off. So what margin is this that I've been talking about, right? So go to zerodha.com, our website, right? Or you can even Google it. You can go to just Google margin calculator. Sorry. Right? So here you see Zerodha margin calculator. You find it quite easily on a Google search as well. Select any of these, so it'll take you to the margin calculator. So you can do that, or easier, just go to zerodha.com, our website. Click on menu here and open the margin calculator under utilities. Right? So this is a FNO margin calculator, or future and options margin calculator. Exchange NFO is Nifty future and options. Product type we have selected as futures. Let us say I want to buy the Nifty future, right? Nifty future, one lot. I click on add. So here you see this total margin. This is the amount required for you to have in your account in order to hold an overnight position of this contract, Nifty future. You can check is if what you want to hold is only intraday and not for an overnight. Let us say 52,000. You'll need 40% of this full margin. So 20,800 rupees is what you would need to hold this position in case it were intraday. Interesting thing about this margin calculator is you not only see this for the one contract. What you can do is, let's say I want to short Nifty options as well, right? I go here, I say 8,800, all option, sell. I click on add. Now what happens is, this is the total margin requirement for these two contracts together, right? But at Zerodha, what advantage you get is, since there's a slight hedging of these positions, so you get a margin benefit of 23,000 and you'll only require 74,000 in order to hold this overnight instead of the 97,000. And 40% of this is what you will require for an intraday position. Quite straightforward. Akash, why not increase number of the capacity of scripts on the market watch? So per market watch, you limited to 20. This is basically just in interest of your this thing, right? This is in interest of your bandwidth. So whenever you are streaming live prices, is essentially your internet pack that is getting consumed. I mean, if you're using your mobile data, it's internet pack that is getting consumed, right? So essentially, that is a lot of load on your cell phone as well, for Kite Android or for web or on your internet connection, right? So the more the number of connections you have, the more the data you consume. In interest of that bandwidth consumption, we limited it to 20. Other than that, there's not much of a reason for it. And overall, we're giving you 5 market watches, so that is up to 100 scripts that you can add. Even in Kite Android, you can add up to 100 scripts, by the way. It is not just 20. So do check out the Kite user manual to see how to do it on Kite Android, right? So any other questions you guys have that I can answer? If you guys don't have any questions, we'll be wrapping up. Okay, so you guys have been a great audience. Thank you, and I'll be stopping this broadcast now. Oh, okay, Mohammed, charts, right? Yeah, I'm sorry. I seem to have missed that. Charts. Let us cover charts before doing this, right? So charts are again quite simple. Go to the market watch, select the script you want to look at the chart for, click on charts, and the chart opens up over here. Right, so this is a 5-minute, as you can see over here, 5-minute candle chart. I scroll up to zoom out and scroll down to zoom in, right? Over here, I can again select the script I want to look at the chart for. I can change it directly from the charting window over here. Now, as you can see, these are not all the scripts. These are only the scripts I have added to my market watch. But over here, there are only 5. In total, I have added all of these scripts to my market watch, right, across market watches. So let us say I want to add Reliance for NSE. This is the chart I will see now, right? Now on this chart, I can change the time frame by clicking on this drop down here and selecting the time frame I want to look at. Right? You can also compare these charts to a different symbol altogether. So let's say symbol and Nifty, right? So I can compare how Reliance is compared to Nifty, or as long as I have data, right? We have quite a lot of data available on charts that you can look at. So as you can see right now, Sensex is overperforming. I'm really sorry. Reliance is overperforming with respect to Nifty 50, right? The index. Since yesterday, it's been overperforming quite a lot. 1.9%, 2%, it is overperforming. Right? So you can also remove this. Just go to compare here and remove it here, right? Or you can remove it directly from the chart itself. Nifty 50, right? So right click on it and it is gone, right? You can change the type of charts. Now this is a bar candle chart that I use. If you want to use line charts or colored bar charts or any chart for that matter, you can select the chart type over here. Studies allow you to add different indicators to the charts. So here you go, there are the different indicators available. Let's say I want to add a moving average, a simple moving average, exponential moving average, time series, triangular, variable moving average. All of these are given to you over here. You can select it. So let's say an exponential moving average. You'll also have to select the moving average is plotted on which field. So let's say I want to plot it on the high, right? I can also create an offset over here if I want to. Period, the past 50 candles is what it will look at, and this is the candle, the indicator color. I want to change it. Let's say I want to keep it a simple black. Create. Right, so this is the moving average for Reliance. I can right click on it, edit it to change all of these parameters, and I can also delete it by right clicking on it. Right? Quite straightforward. Joy, yes. Renko charts, there is a slight issue. We will fix this shortly. Okay, selling equity future, I mean, there's not much difference in it, right? Just click on sell. It creates a short position for you. MIS, limit order. So let's say I want to sell this only if it reaches above 8,800. Click on sell and order is placed. Go to the order book. So here you go, this order is placed. Right? Quite straightforward like that. I mean, nothing to it. Mohammed, why we use study? Study are essentially just tools to help us trade, right? Right, so this is all the time we have for today. So I'll be ending this session now. Have a nice day.